guys, it's Sarah from She's Crafty and She Knows It, and I am here with these DIY Valentine's stuffed hearts. These are adorable, they're super easy to make. You can make them for a loved one, a friend, your kids' teachers, neighbors, anybody. You can put whatever words you want on them, but they're super easy. They're no sew. All I used was hot glue, scissors, the fabric and stamps, and some stuffing, and that is it. They're super easy. So let's jump right in and get started. Okay guys, first I have a little template that I made on my computer, and I will put it on my blog so you can download this if you need it. All of this is a 4-inch heart, so I'm going to cut out the template. Okay, so there's my 4-inch heart, and what we're going to do is cut out a bunch of 4-inch hearts on this muslin fabric. So I'm going to go ahead and trace. We'll need 2 of these for each heart we're going to make. So I'm going to do 8 because I want to make 4 hearts today. And now remember, you could do this as decoration. You could do it to give, like I said, to a loved one. It could be romantic. It could be for a friend. It could just say like BFF on it. You can really put anything. So I'm going to set my little stencil, my pen to the side for now. And these are no-sew little hearts, and so since we're not sewing them, you're going to try and cut really on the edge of where the pin line is, because we really don't want the pin to show. Okay, now that I have my 8 hearts cut out, they're up here, and I also went ahead and cut out a strip. What we're going to do is we're going to stamp on here the words that we want to go on the heart. So first I'm going to do XOXO. So I'm going to grab the X. So I'll have to stamp it 2 times since I only have 1 X and 1 O. So you're going to put your stamps. I'll put a link to the stamps that I'm using and some other options in my blog. So what I'm going to do, come down here and we're going to stamp right on the fabric. I'm going to stamp it again so it says XOXO. Move those stamps to the side. I'm going to go and stamp my next word. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end up cutting this and fraying around it, and we're going to put on the heart. So leave a little bit of space. And this strip is a little bit more than 1 inch thick, maybe like 1 1/4 inches. So leave a space in between and stamp our next word. I'm going to do love. So let me find my letters. These little clear blocks have like a little grid pattern on it, so you can tell if you're putting them on straight. So it's really easy to line them up. Before you do it, I just turn it over and look at it to make sure it looks good. Get some ink on it. So leave a space from where that one's going to be. Stamp love. And take your letters off. I'm going to do hugs. So you can make a bunch of teeny tiny little hearts. You can make a huge like 7-inch, 8-inch heart and put, you know, best friend ever, best teacher ever, something like that. Get some ink on it again. So just go ahead and stamp all the words that you want to use. See how the H doesn't show up very well? I'm just going to stamp it one more time. Make it a little bit darker. That's better. So you can stamp whatever words you want, so just keep it doing your words all the way across. If you run out of space, just cut a new strip. And now I'm going to do kisses. So I have XOXO, love, hugs, and kisses. Okay, now I'm going to slide all my stamps off to the side because I don't need them right now. I will clean them later. If you're using clear stamps and you want to know how to clean them, there is a video. Actually, just search my videos. There's a video that shows you how I clean my clear stamps to make them last the longest. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to cut our little words apart. So you're going to cut it fairly close to the word. Cut a little border that's even. And if you know anything about me, you know that I love frayed edges. And so I'm going to fray these edges. So you don't have to cut it perfectly. We're going to pull the ends. Y'all can already tell. Got ink all over my nails, and I painted my nail polish this morning, and so it is smudged and crazy. So I apologize for my crazy looking hands. They started out looking good, I promise. It's really hard when you're doing crafts all the time to have nice looking fingernails unless I go and get fake nails. That's okay. This craft's gonna be so cute that it's gonna be worth it. This fabric is really easy to fray. Just pull out the edges and the individual threads will come apart. So you can fray as little or as much as you want. You don't have to fray it at all. I just really like how it looks. And this might happen where there's kind of like weird little pieces coming off on the side, so just trim it. I really hope you guys find these hearts as cute as I do. You could even glue them all onto a piece of twine and connect them and make like a little heart banner, a little garland. Okay, I already have my hot glue gun plugged in so that I can get started gluing as soon as I'm done with this. Okay, now what you're gonna do is you're gonna have your heart, and I'm gonna glue it all the way around with the hot glue and just leave just this part up here open. So just a little bit open the top because we're gonna fill it with some polyfill. So I'll show you when we get there. So right now we're gonna start. I'm gonna put the side where the pin is. If you see any pin marks, put those sides on the inside. Okay, so just go on the very, very edge, and you're gonna line it up best as you can, and you're gonna mash it together and keep going. We're just gonna leave a little bit at the top open. Okay, so you'll see I left just a little hole open right here that we're gonna use to stuff it. Try to be careful not to burn yourself, because I do that all the time. So all I'm doing is putting hot glue along the outline of the heart, just leaving one of the corners open up at the top. Mush it together so that it's sealed. And keep going. Okay, go up and around. Okay, so now that they're mostly cooled off, the ones that I started with, we are going to stuff them with polyfill. So I bought this huge bag of polyfill. So we're gonna take some of that and we're gonna stuff it inside the heart. So get a big old wad of it and stuff it inside the heart. I just use my fingers, stick in little by little. Some of the bags come with a little stuffing tool. It's kind of like a little wood dowel rod that's pointy on one end. I cannot find one of those in this bag. You can always use like a pencil or a pen or something. I already see it taking form. So just keep stuffing it in there until it's really full all the way around. And just keep moving. So once you gotta get it all the way full, and then we're gonna close it. So let's see if that looks like enough. So if that was closed, we could kind of move it back around and get some up there. I think that looks good. So we're gonna go ahead and close it up. So now you're just gonna put glue on the open spot, and we are going to close it up. And it's okay if some of that polyfill gets stuck. See how it's kind of coming out? It's okay. We'll just trim it off. Okay, so there's one heart. Go on to the next one. We're gonna go ahead and stuff this one. So go ahead and stuff all your hearts, and then we will put the words on it. This polyfill is really cheap, so you're not breaking the bank with it or anything. You guys really can't mess these up. These are like super easy, no sewing involved, but they're still adorable, stuffed little hearts. I actually have a big basket of these just with generic, kind of like these little love words, and some say like faith, hope, grace, mercy, and I have them sitting in a basket in my living room, and they're super cute. And the reason I put the words on last is that sometimes when you glue them, the hearts kind of take different forms. Some of them are puffier, some of them are flatter. Obviously that has to do with how you stuff them as well, but also how much hot glue you used. And so instead of just hot gluing them when they're flat and not being able to tell exactly how they're going to turn out, I like to hot glue the words at the end, and that way you can really tell how it's going to look That way I can also put the longest word on the heart that seems to have the most kind of surface space, where it's going to show up the best. Okay, I'm going to move my stuff, all my little mess, out of the way. All my words. Okay. So like right here, I can see a little bit of the ink, so I'm going to cut it off. So now I have all my little hearts lined up. And I think let's see. This one looks pretty wide. So that looks cute. So I'm going to go and put it on there. Now I'm going to do light on the words. You don't want it to be too bumpy. So I'm just going to do a light little layer of hot glue around the edge. Not on the frayed part, just on the regular fabric. You don't have to put a ton. Just glue it on there. Okay, let's go to our next one. Just keep gluing them on. Super easy. Isn't it amazing how cute stuffed things that are no-sew can look? Once I realized I could use hot glue for so many things, I started doing way more projects. I love sewing actually with a sewing machine. So it's not even that I don't like sewing, it's just that it takes up so much room. I don't have room to keep my sewing machine out all the time, and to set it up is kind of an ordeal sometimes. And this just seems easier. Are y'all impressed by how not fancy I am? That is it. So those are our little stuffed hearts, our DIY Valentine's gifts. There's so many options of what you could do with this. Really, the options are endless. Put whatever words you want on it. But I hope you guys loved it. Thanks for watching my video, guys. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and make sure you subscribe for more videos. Bye, guys.